Across borders. The first time Daniel saw Amina was at the bustling train station in Paris. He had just arrived from London, a backpack slung over his shoulder and a camera around his neck, ready to capture the essence of the city. Amina, on the other hand, was standing near a newspaper stand, her dark eyes scanning a map with a mix of curiosity and frustration. Her Moroccan scarf fluttered in the breeze, a vibrant splash of color against the gray of the station. Daniel couldn't help but approach her. "Lost?" he asked with a polite smile. Amina looked up, startled. She nodded hesitantly. "I'm looking for Rue Saint-Denis, but these maps." Her voice was tinged with an accent he couldn't quite place, but it was melodic and captivating. "Let me help," Daniel offered. Together, they figured out her route, and as they walked to her destination, a conversation sparked between them. Amina was an art student on her first trip to Paris, and Daniel, a freelance photographer, was there chasing inspiration. Despite their different worlds, their shared curiosity and love for art bridged the gap. The blossoming connection. Over the next few days, they explored the city together. They wandered through Montmartre, sketched by the Seine, and shared secrets in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower. Amina taught Daniel the basics of Arabic, laughing at his clumsy pronunciation, while Daniel shared the stories behind his photographs. But it wasn't just the city that brought them closer, it was the unspoken understanding between two souls seeking meaning in a chaotic world. Daniel admired Amina's resilience, her stories of balancing her cultural heritage with her dreams of being an artist. Amina was drawn to Daniel's quiet determination and the way he saw beauty in the mundane. Cultural challenges. As their bond deepened, so did the realization of their differences. Amina's family was conservative, and she feared they would never approve of her being with someone outside their faith and culture. Daniel, too, grappled with his family's expectations, who always assumed he'd settle down with someone closer to home. Their love was tested when Amina's father called her back to Morocco for a family emergency. She left Paris abruptly, leaving Daniel with only a handwritten note: "Some things are too beautiful to last, but they are no less real. Thank you for making me feel alive." Daniel was heartbroken, but he refused to give up. He spent weeks trying to contact her, but Amina had retreated into her world, convinced their love was impossible. Reunion. Months passed. Daniel traveled to Morocco, his heart restless. With only her sketches and a vague address, he roamed the vibrant streets of Marrakesh. When he finally found her in a small art gallery, surrounded by her paintings, his heart skipped a beat. "Amina," he said softly. She turned, and for a moment, the world seemed to hold its breath. Tears welled in her eyes, but she smiled. "What are you doing here?" "I couldn't forget you," he admitted. "I don't care about the challenges. I just know I want to be with you." Amina was torn. Her heart longed for him, but her mind was filled with doubts. Yet, as they walked through the city, Daniel's sincerity began to chip away at her fears. He met her family, earning their hesitant approval through his respect and patience. It wasn't easy, there were misunderstandings and cultural faux pas, but his love for Amina shone through. Building a life together. Over the years, they built a life that honored both their worlds. Daniel moved to Morocco, embracing its vibrant culture and traditions. Amina's art flourished with Daniel's unwavering support, while his photography found new depths in the colors and textures of her homeland. Their wedding was a beautiful fusion of cultures, a celebration of love that transcended borders. Amina wore a traditional Moroccan kaftan, while Daniel donned a sleek British suit. Friends and family from both sides came together, their differences forgotten in the joy of the moment. Epilogue. Years later, their story became a source of inspiration for others. Amina's art and Daniel's photographs told the tale of their journey, how love, when genuine, could bridge even the widest gaps. They traveled the world, sharing their message, that the beauty of love lies not in erasing differences but in embracing them. In the end, their love wasn't just a meeting of two people, it was a meeting of two worlds, proving that the heart knows no borders.